This week on the rundown, we got new trailers for Dune Part 3 and Godzilla Minus Zero, as well as the first reactions from critics for the Odyssey and the first official art for Avengers Doomsday, and more. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Josh and this is The Rundown, a weekly series where I talk about the biggest film trailers of the week, as well as the biggest stories that came out in the film industry. Now, with that out of the way, let's start the rundown. First up is the trailers. For our first one, a new trailer for Dune Part 3 was released. This time around, the film follows Paul, now Emperor, as he must face the fallout of his ascent to power, as his holy war rages on and political plots against him begin to form. The new trailer is once again superb, and the film looks just as amazing as the other two, and looks like an epic conclusion to Paul's story. And in my opinion, if it sticks to landing, it will definitely be up there with Lord of the Rings as one of the greatest film trilogies of all time, and I absolutely cannot wait to see this film. Next up, we got our first trailer for Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, which is a sequel film to the original animated series. It follows Aang and the rest of the gang 13 years later as they search for a missing artifact that could restore the Airbender culture, before a new villainous group claims it and destroys the peace they fought for. This definitely looks intriguing and looks to be an interesting expansion on the classic series. However, it is a bit disappointing that it's going straight to streaming. Nevertheless, as a fan of the series, I'm looking forward to seeing where they take these characters next. Next, a new teaser for Godzilla Minus Zero was released. This is yet another 30-second teaser for the sequel to 2023's Minus One. This time around, the film is set 2 years later and follows the Shikishima family as they face an all-new calamity. This looks great, with the inclusion of the US this time around making for what looks like another interesting analysis of the fallout of war through the lens of Godzilla. It doesn't tell us much about the film, but it still helps to make me look forward to the film, and I can't wait to see more of it. Lastly, with the trailers, we got a new trailer for the whaling director Na Hong-jin's new film, Hope, which premiered at Cannes earlier this year. The film follows a group of residents in a small harbour town in South Korea as they fend off aliens. This looks great, and from the trailer, looks to have some of the best shot action of the year, with how dynamically the camera is moving in some of these shots. The alien invasion premise is also interesting, and definitely makes me even more excited to see the film. Hey there, quick pause. If you're enjoying the video and want to see more, if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you, and now let's get back to the video. Now it's on to the news. Firstly, the first reactions to the Odyssey came out earlier last week, with critics providing their first reactions on social media after the premiere, with full reviews to come later this week. The first reactions are absolutely praising the film, with everything from astonishing and flawless to it being called an absolute triumph and a crowning achievement in Christopher Nolan's filmography. Many are also praising the film on every level as well, from its technical aspects and writing, and especially its acting, with many calling some of the performances the best of their respective actors. Now, to be honest, this is no surprise, as Christopher Nolan is one of the best filmmakers working today, and to see him deliver what seems to be yet another fantastic film is great, and makes me even more excited than I already am to see the film in a few days. Next up, we have a short story, with Obsession achieving yet another milestone at the box office, becoming the highest grossing film of all time for a film with a budget of under $1 million, dethroning Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon, which held the record for more than 50 years. This is a great sign for the future of the industry, with smaller budget films like this getting so much attention, and will hopefully get the studios to put more stock into young upcoming filmmakers and smaller budget films. Lastly, we got our first look at official concept art for Avengers Doomsday, revealing some of the film's characters. The first official art for this film was shown off by Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige at Shanghai Expo. The art features looks at the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Avengers, New Avengers, and of course, Dr. Doom himself. Now, the lineup is interesting, with its mix of newer and classic characters, making for quite an exciting set of characters. However, there are definitely a lot of characters who seem to be missing from this art, with them most likely either being hidden in the marketing or won't appear until Secret Wars next year. Especially with the X-Men, whose lineup is a bit small and honestly underwhelming. although it is great seeing James Marsden's Cyclops in the classic 90s look. And I can't wait to see how all these characters interact as well. Well, that wraps up this week's episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and share. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload from the channel. And as always, I'll see you on the next rundown.